The CIA, three letters, endless power. This agency, shrouded in mystery and secrecy, wields an influence that stretches far beyond the borders of the United States. It operates in the shadows, a silent puppet master on the world stage. With covert operations and clandestine missions, it pulls the strings of global politics. Its mission: to protect American interests. But at what cost? The agency's actions often blur the lines between national security and international interference. The CIA has a long and bloody history of interfering in the affairs of other nations. From orchestrating coups to funding rebel groups, its methods are as varied as they are controversial. It topples governments it dislikes. Democratically elected leaders have been overthrown, replaced by regimes more favorable to American interests. It installs leaders who will do its bidding. These puppet regimes often lead to instability and suffering for the local populations, and it does it all under a veil of secrecy. Classified documents and covert operations ensure that the true extent of its influence remains hidden from the public eye. Imagine a world where your news is manipulated. Your leaders are compromised. The information you receive is carefully curated to serve hidden agendas. Your entire reality is shaped by forces you can't even see. The invisible hand of the CIA guides the course of nations and the fate of millions. This isn't a dystopian novel. This is the reality we live in. A world where power is wielded in the shadows. This is the legacy of the CIA, an agency that has left an indelible mark on history, often at the expense of truth and justice. From the Cold War to the War on Terror, the CIA has left its fingerprints on countless historical events. Its influence has shaped the geopolitical landscape in ways both seen and unseen. It claims to be defending democracy, yet its actions often undermine the very principles it purports to protect. But its actions often tell a different story, a story of manipulation, control, and the suppression of dissent. A story of coups, assassinations, and the suppression of democratic movements around the globe. The human cost of these actions is immeasurable, but the truth is out there, hidden in classified documents, buried in the annals of history, waiting to be uncovered, buried in classified documents and whispered in the halls of power. The secrets of the CIA are locked away, but they are not beyond reach. It's time to shine a light on the CIA's dark secrets, to uncover the truth and hold those in power accountable for their actions. It's time to expose the truth about how this agency has shaped our world. Only by understanding the past can we hope to shape a better future. The CIA's meddling knows no bounds, stretching across continents and decades. It has toppled democratically elected governments, from Iran in 1953, where Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh was overthrown, to Chile in 1973, leading to the ousting of President Salvador Allende. It has armed and funded rebel groups, often with disastrous consequences, destabilizing entire regions. Remember the Mujahideen in Afghanistan? They were supported by the CIA during the Soviet-Afghan War, the very same group that would later give rise to the Taliban, a force that would haunt global politics for decades. Yeah, the CIA helped create them, inadvertently setting the stage for future conflicts. Don't forget about Operation Condor in South America, a covert operation that led to widespread human rights abuses, a brutal campaign of repression orchestrated by right-wing dictatorships with thousands of victims. Guess who provided the training and support? The CIA, of course. You guessed it. The CIA, always lurking in the shadows of global events. These are just a few examples of the CIA's handiwork, a mere glimpse into their extensive operations. The list goes on, a testament to their far-reaching influence and often controversial actions. The CIA's actions have consequences, far-reaching and devastating consequences. Think of the butterfly effect. One small change in a complex system can have massive ripple effects. Now imagine the CIA as a bull in a china shop, wreaking havoc across the globe. The agency's interventions have destabilized entire regions. They have fueled terrorism and extremism, and they have created a world where democracy is constantly under threat. The CIA claims to be fighting for freedom, but its actions have often had the opposite effect. The CIA operates in the shadows. It thrives on secrecy, moving in the dark corners of global politics. Its most damning operations are hidden from public view, buried under layers of classification and red tape, making it nearly impossible for the public to uncover the truth. But every now and then the truth leaks out like a whisper in the wind, revealing the hidden machinations of this powerful agency. Remember the church committee hearings in the 1970s? They were a rare glimpse into the clandestine world of the CIA. They revealed a shocking pattern of CIA abuses, assassinations, coups, illegal surveillance. The list goes on, painting a grim picture of unchecked power. And yet, despite these revelations, the CIA continues to operate with impunity. Its actions shrouded in mystery. Its budget is a black hole, absorbing billions with little accountability. Its oversight is minimal, leaving many questions unanswered, and its power remains unchecked, a shadowy force in the world of international affairs.